Today, I want to talk about some of the truths you need to learn when you're running your own business. All right, running some of the truths you need to know when running your own business. All right, when it comes to running your own business, you need to have business skills, not just the skill to do something. For instance, a lot of you are, let me take builders. Maybe you're a good builder, but you're a terrible businessman. All right. Just because you're a good builder doesn't mean you'll be a good businessman. Some of you need to learn business skills. All right. Separate your talent from the business. All right. You need to be a good businessman. Don't just become a good builder, become a good businessman. All right. You need to know how to do business. All right. Another truth you need to learn when it comes to running your own business is that it will not be straightforward from the start. It will not be straightforward from the start. A lot of you, the most exciting part about forming a business is the imagination stage. So you imagine so many things. You're so excited. You're coming up with a logo. You're designing a whole lot of things. You're watching videos on YouTube. I'm pretty sure they're nice YouTube gurus telling you the life, and maybe you're looking at your favorite car, what you do, you're going to walk on the beach, and what you do with your spare time. That's the most exciting part about the business. All right. But you don't realize when you actually start, it's not as smooth as it is. You need to do networking. You need to bump into the right people. You need to work with the right people. You have setbacks along the way. And the most shocking thing about it is you don't make money straight away. Ooh, you don't make money straight away. Something they don't tell you. If you look at some of your top companies, they didn't turn a profit in their first 3 years. Some of them were making losses in the first 3 years. Some of them were just breaking even in the first 3 to 4 years. Then in the fifth year, they start to make profit. Ooh, not something that will sell too well on a YouTube video now, would it? Not something to promote when you're trying to sell a YouTube course. That's not too attractive. You know what I'm saying? So you need to learn to manage expectations when it comes to running your own business. All right. Some of the companies that you see didn't turn a profit in the first 3 years, made losses in the first 3 years, made no profit in the first 4 years. All right, but now look at them. These are multi-million companies. These are the companies that you go for. These are the companies that you think about when you want to do something while thinking about it. All right, so don't get too discouraged too early. If you didn't manage expectations, or you're starting something now, I want to tell you, manage your expectations. Anything else you'll learn from?
One thing when it comes to being in business and running the business is to pay the price. That's one of the big things, what is paying the price? Working hard. Not only working hard, but making sure you educate yourself on how a business is run. It could be any industry that you want to do. Educate yourself on how that industry is run. Look at examples from other people in the past who had businesses and see the mistakes that they made that you can do better. Stand out from the crowd. That's one of the most important things, to stand out from the crowd. Because if you're in a business, for example, I don't know, say I'm into beauty because I'm into beauty business. The beauty business is the most competitive industry ever. Everyone else is very competitive, and if you don't stand out, obviously, you're gonna be left in the shadows. So making sure you pay the price is one of the biggest things when it comes to business, and looking at how to run a business, the things that you need to do to run a business. Yes, all as he mentioned, the gurus, yes, they mention online, oh, I made about $600,000 in a week. I made about $7,000 in a month. No, it's unrealistic. It's unrealistic. Unless they've done something to get that money, I don't know, from someone, but it's unrealistic. So obviously it's going to be up and downs when it comes to business, up and down. So you have to be able to pay the price, and you have to sacrifice. If you're the one that likes to go out partying and drinking, woo, let's have a good time, and still want to become a millionaire, you need to rethink. Okay, what am I doing now? Am I paying the price? Am I educating my brain? Am I trying to learn, educate my mind? Because education is very important. You have to realize that education is one of the most important tools in order to become successful, and working hard and sacrificing things, hours, days upon days is so one of the most important things to pay the price. So yeah, don't look at gurus. You can learn from example. Oh yeah, they've made so much money, but they didn't show you what they did to become successful. They didn't. They only show you the glamorous life. Oh, I'm driving a Lamborghini. Oh, I've got the Rolex watch showing off. Got the bling, 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 and the massive, handsome mansion. But they didn't show you what they did to become successful. So obviously, you learn from example, but focus on where God is taking you and focus on what He wants to do. And if you don't know your purpose, obviously connect with God. Yeah, continue.
Get ready to be an ostrich. Get ready to be an ostrich. Get ready to be the big, fat, ugly elephant in the room. All right. I'll say that again. Get ready to be the big, ugly ostrich or the big, ugly elephant in the room when you're doing a business. At the end of the day, if you're out here saying you want to become a businessman, you want to become this, you want to become that, a lot of people come from work, maybe doing 9 to 5s, doing steady jobs. A lot of people are bargaining for maybe a higher wage. I want to earn 45K next year. I want to earn 50K. I need to beg my manager for 33K. They need to increase me by 50p. And you're out here talking about you want to be a millionaire, you want to be financially free. That might not sound too realistic. You might sound like the ostrich in the room. So you hear statements like, how much are you making this month? Or you ain't turned a profit in a year. You ain't turned a profit in 2 weeks. You ain't turned a profit. What are you doing? Get a real job. Do something. What are you doing? What are you doing? Get ready to be the elephant in the room. All right. You become the ugly truth. You become the man walking around with sweaty palms and a card, trying to hustle for a deal. All right. But again, get ready to be the elephant in the room. All right.
And also to cut across is that a lot of people might say to you, something you have to realize is that you have to keep things a secret. Especially if you have this business idea that, oh, I've got this business idea. Not everyone is going to see it. I'm going to be real. Not everyone is going to see it. Not everyone is going to see. Oh, some people might doubt and say, are you sure that's going to work? Oh, that seems unrealistic. Are you sure that's going to work? Oh, how much money are you making now? Be very careful who you share your business ideas with, because not everyone is going to see it. Not everyone is going to see what you see. So if you work behind the scenes, focus on what you're doing. Don't let people distract you. Don't let people's discouragements distract you, because they will come. They will come, especially when you're going to the top. A lot of people are going to doubt you. Then when you become successful, they're going to praise you. So expect that, but be very careful who you share your business idea, your deals, and everything with. Very important.
Again, just to elaborate that, not everybody sees your vision, not everybody knows your path. Yeah, and I mean, it's just not everybody's going to see where you're going. So make sure you're networking with the right people. When it comes to business, the big truth is who you run around with matters. All right. You may not be able to run around with the people that you used to run around with. All right. They may not understand the new path and the new journey. And that's why you go to networking events. If you get into property, go out and hang out with people who are invested in property. If you're doing day trading, get into people who are doing day trading. All right. If you run with people who are running the same direction, you find yourself running a lot quicker. All right. You will be discouraged. You have imposter syndrome. You feel like you shouldn't be in the room. You're not qualified. You're not good enough to do it. All of those feelings are going to come to you. All right. But when you network with the people who are going in the same direction, they'll give you that strength. They'll give you that confidence to keep running and, to keep going, basically, just to keep going until you get to where you want to go. So keep going until you turn a profit. Keep going until you get financial freedom. All right, keep going until wherever your goal is. You don't have to be a millionaire. You maybe just want an additional form of profit. A lot of people say quit your job, and some people love the job. Maybe you just need an additional form of income or an asset that can generate income for your kids. So you gotta know what your goal is. Stick to the vision. Not everybody see your vision. All right, stick to the vision, work to your vision. All right, and these are the big truths, that you will slowly learn if you're in business.
And also look up to the greats as well, people that you're inspired by. Look at how they started their journey. It's always good to learn from them, so it pushes you quicker towards the goal that you want to go into. So look at how your favorite person, your favorite business person or artist, whatever, started, and look at how they started and say like, oh wow, I'm really inspired how this person started. it will push you to work towards your goal. So yeah, that's another thing as well. Normally what I do, I get these pins from Pinterest, like what has quotes or visuals and etc. And it reminds me where I'm going. So if you want to do that, that's up to you. But if you want to look at people, it's up to you. Whatever makes you happy and whatever pushes you and motivates you. That's the most important thing.
Stay blessed.